Hi, baby. I told y'all I'd tell you that good story tonight 'cause I'm calling in wore out. And I can tell the whole story over here at YouTube, so I wanted to tell you a little bit more about my daddy. Y'all like that last video I told you here a while back in the beginning about my daddy and he finding out the girls had head lice, or he called them bugs in their hair. So anyway, he was a pretty jolly feller. Yeah, some days he's religious, some days he was in the bars, you know. He was kind of rocking back and forth there, but he couldn't write, he couldn't tell his name or nothing. I taught him to write his name in the second grade. But he was a smart, funny man. I just loved him to death. He'd take me squirrel hunting when I was a little girl. He'd teach me don't take no shit, you know? And I ain't never took no shit. I might have backed down one time, but I wouldn't. It was some of that mental stuff, and you just don't know that you're taking shit. You think that it's your fault. But anywho, he was a character, and he was colorblind. He didn't know, so he'd be having him some striped pants on and some colored suspenders, and he'd be having him the biggest, flashiest popper shirt that he could find in the thrift stores. He'd have a ring on every finger like me, but they were 5 and dime. They had big diamonds though. But he painted his car with spray paint. He told me, baby, I can spray paint your car. It only takes 9 cans. That's $9. So every month he spray painted his car. And he spray painted his cowboy hat white. He said good guys wear white hats, and he wanted to make sure he had the whitest hat in town. But he was something else, so he kept painting that car. And when the 9/11 hit, boy, he was feeling like he needed to show everybody he was a proud American. So he painted that car red, white, and blue. Boy, I tell you what, going down the highway, it looked like a floating Texas flag. But he was funny, and every night when he'd put us to bed when I was a little girl, he used to talk like Donald Duck. And boy, he had that train whistle down pat, you know. But every night he'd tell me he'd tuck us in. He'd say, bed to bed, said Sleepyhead. Oh no, said Slow. Put on the pot, said Greedy Gut. And let's have lunch before we go. But you know, the law stopped him one time on that car, and he said he painted it gold. It was pretty, looked like a big old nugget. And cop stopped him. He said, Mr. Moore, he said, I know you didn't buy this car gold. What color is this car on the title? And Daddy said, well, I'm not real sure. I remember. He said, I think it was some kind of dark, ugly blue. He said, well, Mr. Moore, if you're going to ride down the street, he said, you have to have it in the nature of the color that's on the title. He said, you can't be spray painting your car gold, you know. But he was a character. He couldn't read a lick, but I tell you what, he could tell you that Bible cover to cover. And he wasn't always religious. He was one of them run the bars. He thought he was a big kahuna, and he was. Him and Uncle Frankie D. I worked at the go-go dancing place that I worked for with him when I was 10 years old. Nobody knew I was that young. And I got some grandkids right now. Boy, them girls is like, oh, Lord. I got 3 of them that's just chomping at the bits. They gonna be a Judy Bell Jr. I just hope I've taught them enough that They keep that respect. You know what I mean? Know their self-worth. You know, if you don't know your self-worth, honey, get out there and find it. Just sit down, have a come to Jesus meeting with yourself. Find out God didn't make no junk. No matter what you think, what you look like, it doesn't matter. You are precious. And you make sure anybody around you, man, woman, or child, respects you and don't let them to ever take that away. Well, I tell you what, y'all, all them girls, they went home and I'm just tuckered smooth out. I'm gonna take me a shower. Whew, I couldn't get on my phone to do anything, but she helped me get my stuff on the Facebook page and she helped me get everything hooked up. Tomorrow I'm gonna go get take care of that the app thing, the whatever I gotta do and get the post office box. Okay, I love y'all and I'll talk to you later. TikTok Nina. Look out, Judy Bell. I sure am glad YouTube lets me sit there and get the whole damn story out. Okay, I better check that dating site, see if any fish jumping out of my boat. They better not be. I ain't thrown my bait back out there yet. Okay, good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite.